January 12th, we're having a little winter storm squall this morning. Supposed to go away pretty quick. Thought I'd try and make a video of some of the stuff I'm doing today. It's the old wood truck, Mr. Freedom. Chainsaw, coffee, fuel filter. Maybe some of you guys have a love-hate relationship with some of the things that we have to use in winter on diesel motors. I like that Hal's diesel treatment. I've used it quite a while. It works very well. Here a while back I ran out and couldn't get any and wound up ordering stuff off the internet, and while I was waiting on it to get here, I had to have some, so I bought some Power Service, and I seriously have a hate kind of relationship with that Power Service diesel treatment. It's every time I run it on some stuff, I wind up changing fuel filters. I don't know what it is that causes it, but I do wind up changing fuel filters. And that's happened on my little skiddy, my New Holland 160. And it's kind of a unique thing in its own. It has a metal fuel filter, but it has one of these inline jobbies. And I thought it might have been something somebody added on. But when you look up the parts on All States Ag Parts to order a fuel filter for that New Holland skiddy, that little inline fuel filter is on there. So I'd say it's something they done from the factory. It's a smart deal. The fuel filter for the thing costs like $18 or something like that, and that little inline deal's $5. So yeah, I bought the inline deal. I had to I've had a hose leaking on this bale bed, another mechanical issue I've got, along with too many lights in the dash. Damn, don't bother me too bad. It's the little fuel man. When he comes on, it bugs me. I'd replaced one of the hoses. There's two hoses that run to the cylinders that do the squeezing on the arms on this bed. And I'd replaced one of them last year, and the other one started leaking. The hose is just getting old and cracked where it bends so much. And so I took it off and took it with me last Friday night, I think, to try to get another one made. Usually it's no problem. Go to my local auto parts store and they just make me one up real quick. I went to 4 of them. The first 3, and one of them was a Hub warehouse, could not tell me what the part number was for the ends I had because they didn't have any like it. And that's how uneducated their help was about the whole thing. Of course, I went after normal business hours, but the 4th one actually had somebody that maybe usually works the day shift working that evening, and he knew what he was talking about, figured out what I was needing, and seemed like he was going to be able to help me, but they didn't have the parts. And he looked, and the one hose end that I needed, he said there was only like 6 of those in their inventory in the nation, and they're kind of a big deal brand name parts outfit. I've heard them referred to as the Irish Parts Mafia. But anyway, then that guy, since he knew what the hose ends needed to be, he ran me a quote on what that hose was going to cost if they built it. And without the hose, not even having the hose on the quote, was going to be $100 just for the two ends, and the hose is 30 inches long. Of course, they don't charge you by the foot on that. They charge you by the inch on the hose. But however, he gave me that quote, and I'm like, that's crazy. $100 just for the ends? By the time he puts a piece of hose in there, it'd probably be 120 bucks. And he agreed with me. He also said that they had trouble getting parts on those for quite some time. Oh, you see that? I left it hooked up and killed the battery. Well, anyway, make a long story short, which is already too long, I got hold of the people who make the bale bed that I've got, and they said they could send me one of those hoses. Cost 50 bucks. Another almost $20 to ship it here. $72 on the whole thing. So, and I thought, I talked to them on Monday. I thought, well, it'll be a week before I get it. The thing's not broke, it's just leaking. I can deal with that. And it showed up on my doorstep yesterday, so that's service. I won't leave this one hooked up to where it runs the battery dead. I promise. I can't believe I done that. Second time I've done that here lately. So as you can see, I need to get some feed. I got to get this set up to running here so I can feed my calves this morning. I got her done. Pile of feed in there. See if I can make this work. It's gonna be bad video, but it's not gonna focus because of the water on the window. Let's see what we can do about it. I think I'll leave this door open. I may put this truck back in here so I can change that hose before I feed tomorrow. Can't keep my feed spout pulled up. Be handy if I had a thumb. Hey, I made a new purchase here a while back. There's something I can show off. Anybody recognize what that is? I think it says $3.29 on it. I gave a guy less than what it currently books for. Let's see if we can't get through this first pen of feeding. You can see that all the calves are up here waiting on me now. Somebody will ask, but they ain't no ice nothing yet. This is first little bit that this is actually. the new filter on. Let's see if we can make it start. In just a minute, I'm gonna leave her sit there. It's got a little electric pump on it that'll run. I'll leave her sit there while I get this truck out of here. Yep. Changing fuel filters. Well, I've been busting a little wood using the Halverson. Pretty hard for me to film any of it. But let's say from right there where that dip is, all of that I cut in about the last, just a hair over an hour. I can't go longer than that without getting out of that cab because run out of chain oil. That thing really, I don't know. I think it's probably a deal where it doesn't have a orifice on it or something. But I got to noticing when I first got it, man, it went through a lot of chain oil. So I have forever been running used motor oil, and that's what it'll do to your sealing when it's putting too much oil on the bar. But it's got a little system on there to where it puts that oil on the bar every time the table pulls all the way back. This is the what I've been cutting. I'm halfway through that pile, and I've been robbing a few off of this and trying to mix it up. I had a bunch of small stuff that I brought in here with that one. And it's all mixed up. It's not all oak. There's hickory, and a piece I just picked up, hackberry. There's some other stuff we don't got very much of around here, but there was some of it in the woods there where we was working. Persimmon. That's persimmon wood right there. They don't get very big around here, but the deer really love persimmon. And we even make some elm. We get some that's the right size. They get over 8 inches and I can't bust them, but I gotta quit for lunch. I gotta go run to Seneca. Hopefully the roads is clear. I've seen a lot of vehicles going by just as fast as they ever do, so it don't look like it's gonna stick very much. I think I'll go up the house and put a stick of wood on the fire and be back to try to get all of that busted up. At least get me a load loaded today. I've got 4 or 5 loads on the books to get delivered tomorrow. Before the end of the day on Saturday. I should be caught up with what I got right now anyway. Yeah. if you can see it very good. But it's after 3 o'clock here. I've been busting since noon, pretty much straight on. I just stinking dropped my glove in the under the skid loader. As you can see, the piles are gone. No logs sitting there. They're all right here. That's about 35 feet of stuff. I'm hoping it'll make 5 loads on my truck, because I think that's what I got sold that I need to get delivered. Anyway, I'm gonna go do a few little other chores real quick. It's sometime after 3 o'clock. Get my wood truck ready. Maybe I'll get one of those loads delivered yet tonight. So, but I ain't gonna video no more. I'm done for videoing for the day. Thanks for watching. If you haven't, why don't you reach over and hit that subscribe button. Push like on the video if you like this kind of stuff. I know I've been all over the place today, but that's just kind of how it is. And we'll put up some more. I'm thankful for the new subscribers I got. I appreciate you guys wanting to tag along, and maybe one of these days we'll get to that coveted 1,000 subscribers. Thanks for watching.